So nothing really says I don't give a crap like swinging your melee weapon with your toes. I mean, I'm that powerful I don't even need to use me hands. The really cool thing about this weapon is that its design somewhat resembles the embalming knives used to mummify bodies a very long time ago, which is really dark as all hell, but it is a nice touch. So this is the Karst Prime, Inaros Prime's signature melee weapon, and I already know what you're thinking, right? You're probably already typing it, but it's a dagger. It's gonna have crap range, so why the hell should you care? This honestly isn't a normal dagger, and you shouldn't look at it in the same light. First up, the Karst Prime has a much larger reach than other daggers, like the Rakta Dark Dagger or the base Karst, which have a 1.75 meter range. This has a 2.2 meter range. Compare that to one of our favourites, I guess, the Cronin Prime. It has a 2.5, so it is pretty damn close. Broken War, also 2.5. So I guess the Karst Prime is essentially just a slightly shorter sword, right? Short sword. Secondly, and probably the most important stat when looking at the Karst Prime, is it has the second highest base damage of all melee weapons in the game. All melee weapons, not just daggers. Think about that, right? For some perspective, the Gram Prime deals 300 base damage. This deals 344, and it can hit red crits just like the rest of them, while also having the choice of modding it for all out just heavy attacks to throw out some massive numbers. So its damage is right up there with our powerful melee weapons in the game, with the combo builds of Weeping Wounds, Condition Overload and Blood Rush. The kind of go-to setup, right, that a lot of us are using right now. It also has great mobility. Daggers like this will give us a 10% movement speed boost when equipped, and with the right stance equipped, you can also have a dash attack that allows you to close gaps between you and groups of enemies really quickly. So again, while it is technically a dagger, it has a lot more going for it than what some of our other daggers have in game, and the one downside to a lot of daggers has always been their reach. This doesn't really suffer from that as much. So the Karst Prime is a Mastery Rank 12 weapon that deals mainly in slash damage, but also has innate toxin damage as well. High crit chance, high status chance, slightly slower than the normal Karst, but with Arcane Strike or Berserker equipped, that's not really noticed. So you can still pretty much just go ham on groups of enemies. The stance you equip will also play a huge part in what way this dagger performs, right? Slash is still king in Warframe, so Stinging Thorn for me should be your stance of choice, simply because it puts out more forced slash procs than the rest of the stances. Its normal button spam combo called Carving Spike has multiple forced slash procs that also deal damage multipliers of 200, 300 and of course 400% for the last one, and the Lacerating Spine dash attack also has a forced slash proc in the middle of it with a 300% boosted slam attack at the end of it. So for me, that would be my go-to stance of choice. This is my build for the Karst Prime. No surprises, right? Weeping Wounds, Condition Overload, Blood Rush, like I said, the kind of go-to staple build right now. Everything else after those is entirely up to you. Now you could also build it for plain old heavy attacks with Corrupted Charge and Killing Blow, a build kind of like this, or you could try and build a hybrid combo efficient build so that when you've done heavy attacks it didn't remove your combo multiplier completely. Again, your game, your build, your weapon. Once you're having fun, who the hell cares, right? Like the video or don't, subscribe or don't, and as always,